Now, plans to restart work on the Midland Metropolitan Hospital have suffered a major blow. The BBC has learnt that banks supporting the project have now pulled out. It means the government and the NHS must now find a new private finance contractor to complete the new 670-bed super hospital in Smethwick, leading to further delays and additional costs. Work stopped after the Wolverhampton-based construction firm Carillion collapsed. Well, our business correspondent Peter Plisner has this exclusive report.
The billboards around the Midland Metropolitan Hospital encourage us all to watch this space, but at the moment there seems little point, and locals have clearly noticed the lack of progress. There's still no sign of any construction work, and after today's announcement, that's the way it's likely to remain for the foreseeable future. For those behind the project, clearly not where they want it to be.
We either need to find a banking financier or a governmental financier, and those remain the options, and then a contractor needs to be procured.
The hospital was being funded under a private finance initiative, or PFI, where a consortium of businesses, in this case led by Carillion, build the hospital in exchange for payments over a 30-year period after it opens. But with Carillion gone, neither the government nor the banks were prepared to bail the project out, hence today's announcement.
They don't believe that they're able to fund the existing PFI company, given the decision of government that it's unlikely we can progress this project through the existing PFI company. So what the organisation has been preparing for over the last 5 months is various options about how to finish this scheme.
Finding a new private sector partner to take this project on isn't going to be easy. A normal PFI contract comes with a fair amount of risks, as Carillion found, to its cost. One thing is clear, the banks pulling out will add additional delays and further costs to the project.
We will need to make sure that however we take this project forward, public or private, that risk allocation is resourced and supported. And the project is going to cost more than it would have cost.
Already more than £100 million over budget and now expected to open 4 years late, turning these virtual images into reality has clearly proved much more difficult than anyone expected.
And Peter's at the side of the hospital in Smethwick right now. A distinctly troubled project, Peter. What happens next?
Well, Nick, effectively back to the drawing board. Although this scheme is two-thirds complete, getting it to the point where it could open is not going to be easy. We need a new PFI contractor. That could take several months. I'm not expecting work to restart here until next summer as a result of that. In fact, Toby Lewis, the head of the NHS Trust, told me that we will need some work done over the winter, but he said there's no money for that either, so it is a bit of a mess.
And what's been the government's role in all this?
Well, I'm told that a deal was in place a few weeks ago which would have allowed work to restart. The banks and the government needed to put in additional money, but ministers decided not to go ahead with it. Tonight, the Department of Health and Social Care issued a statement saying we remain absolutely committed to getting the new hospital built as quickly as possible and are supporting the Trust to achieve this whilst ensuring that taxpayers' money is appropriately spent. Ultimately, I guess the private sector agreed to take on the risk of building this building that could have made huge profits. Instead, they've made huge losses.
Peter Plisner, thank you. 14 people.